Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink, and welcome back to Doomlink's Life Hunts. We are here once again in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and I'm pleased to say that I have made my own room this time. Sometimes you'll make your own room and it really is just pure coincidence whether it works out or not. It depends on the distribution of hunters across various rooms. It depends on the, I suppose, cancellations of sessions that are ongoing, and all of that. It's a long explanation as to just how the acceptability of creating a room of your own with such a small community can vary. But let me just tell you that today things worked out rather well, which is great. I today have... Sorry, I need to actually keep the microphone close to my mouth. Lilu, by the way, probably thinks that I'm not going to be ready to hunt for a little while. I had informed her of this fact. And it's also worth mentioning that I have played with RIP and Lilu before. Not so much Nightopia. Nightopia is a new person. Have not played with this person ever, which is interesting. It's funny to think that even now I can play with people who I've never played before. Let me rephrase that in English. It's funny that I can actually come across people with whom I have never played before. So, that would be one such example right there, Nightopia. Today, I have a beverage that I have not consumed on camera in at least 2 years. It is Japanese sake. I have my own decanter for sake, which I again haven't used in a very long time. And I'm pleased to have it here again. Got a little cup for it. That is way too close to being overfilled. 1 second. Bloody hell. Anyway. That will be today's beverage. Presumably. So again, the quest on the board is Agnaktor. I think just a single Agnaktor. As I understand it. Yes, it is. And Lilu, I think, needs to be told that I'm actually here, because basically what happened was I was setting up the recording when I made the room. Almost immediately upon having made the room, Lilu joined, which definitely surpassed my expectations. I thought I would be sitting alone in this room for a while, but Lilu almost immediately joined, which was nice. And so I said to Lilu, look, I'm going to need about 10 minutes before I can hunt. And Lilu was like, yeah, okay, no problem. Again, because this person actually uses common sense and seems to have something of a personality. I've played with Lilu before. I made fun of their name a little bit. But after having done so, I acknowledged that the way the person communicated, and indeed played with other people, was indicative of an individual that actually wasn't retarded. Which again is a novelty in this community. Anyway, sorry if I keep clearing my throat. Because I ate recently, and depending on what you can eat, you can get a little bit of... you know, I don't even want to talk about it, really, because it's gross, but... You know, there are things that can inhibit the free flow of air through the throat after having eaten that requires the clearing of the throat. Thank you for letting us know, Doomlink. This may be interpreted as a very strange way of telling Lilu to get ready now by these two, but I phrase it in this way because I literally said that I'd need 10 minutes, and I think it may have been 10 minutes by now, but I don't think I needed as much as 10 minutes in the end. Almost done, says Lilu, okay. Apparently Lilu departed on a hunt. Either to mine or to solo hunt a monster, I'm not sure. But we will wait for her to return. Just because she deserves to be rewarded with my patience by virtue of the fact that she's not stupid. So that's why I'm quite willing to sit here and wait. Also, hello Juvenator and Tal. Apparently you're farming Dread King tomorrow. Well, that's very engaging information, and I thank you for sharing it with me. I am actually... I just finished this beer. It's a really nice one. It's by Schneiderweisse, or Schneiderweiss. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it, I'm not German. But it's called Aventinus Eisbock. It's 12% alcohol by volume, and it's a very nice beer. It was very enjoyable, and I've even got a little bit left. I was about to say that that was the first and last time you will see me drinking directly from a beer bottle, but then I realised that I, in quite a distasteful display, one day drank from a 750ml bottle of something. I think it was Guinness Extra Stout. It wasn't a good day. I was drinking straight out of that bottle and it was pretty bad. It was while I was playing Sonic 06. Again, I'd rather move on from those days. It's not like that was something typical. It was just for that day. I literally had a bottle of fucking Guinness Extra Stout that had only been partially consumed. Was it Guinness Extra Stout, or was it... Could have actually been... Cooper's Best Stout? I don't know. But the point is that it was some 750ml bottle of alcohol that I literally picked up off the ground going, oh, I didn't finish this last night, and I'm on camera drinking it like some sort of, you know, subhuman trash from the residuum of Sydney fucking ghetto, which, by the way, doesn't exist. There is no Sydney ghetto, please. Please expel that and expunge it from your mind. There is no such thing, but if there were such a thing, then I was acting as if I were from it by drinking directly from the bottle. It is an unseemly way to consume alcohol, and I don't typically do that. Lilu is done with her quest, which I'm pleased to see. Hold on, I need to try and read your name. What is this? Ingeferok. Is it Ingeferok? I don't actually know. It is exceedingly French. Exceedingly French. Probably the most French name I've seen in my chat. But, yeah. These guys have been very patient. I suppose in reality I have forced them to wait. I am the room host, and I am one of 2 people who could possibly ready up on the quest, and I have obviously flatly refused to ready up, because why would I do that? So these other 2 hunters have had no choice but to wait. So actually I'd like to retract my gratitude, or my expressions of gratitude, because they have no choice. It's misspelled Latin. Well, same shit. The French drew more from Latin than the English did, except through the fact that we do have Latin phrases sort of peppered throughout our language. Like exempli gratia, id est, inter alia. And I actually intended to use inter alia conversationally, not as an example, but that happens to be another Latin phrase. But anyway. It seems that Lilu speaks Spanish. Cambiano equipo. I can only assume that's Spanish. If it's not, then it must be Italian, because I don't know European languages, okay? Forgive me. Let's put this stuff away. That might be a good idea. Now I have to sell it, of course, because that would be standard practice. I don't even know how my inventory is looking at the moment. What is that other thing that's missing? Must be bombs. Yeah, bombs. I don't even remember the last hunt that I... Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. What has now basically been made to be off camera because I didn't save the live stream, I actually made the Dragon's Raw switch axe. And, you know, I suppose technically I do have a personal archive of that live stream. So if anyone needed to see the moment in which I created the Dragon's Raw switch axe, they could see it. But yeah, I made the Dragon's Raw switch axe. It is the event weapon that is created from the hard-hitting lineup. Where did the word brave come from? Anyway, hard-hitting lineup. So I don't have to do that fucking quest anymore. I didn't actually use that switch axe for this quest because ice is not a good choice of element. Your elemental options for Agnaktor are water and dragon. If you're doing anything else, then maybe reconsider your methodology, would be what I'd say to you under those circumstances. I'm hoping everything's fine with the recording. Did I just hear the sound of someone throwing a sonic bomb? Perhaps not, but I thought I did. It's perfectly... Oh, I actually did press the button to evade that, but I guess I timed it slightly too late. Anyway, maybe I am hallucinating. Auditory hallucination. Which is, you know, maybe cause for concern. I'm using a gun lance here. What I'm using right now is pretty much the best possible weapon for Agnaktor, and I will tell you why. It is dealing water damage, which is ideal elementally speaking for Agnaktor, but it is also capable of dealing fire damage by way of the shells that I shoot. All shells, or all, I guess, shots that are expelled, because I don't want to use the verb shot after having used the noun shot. Yeah, all shots that are expelled from the barrel of my gun lance do possess a slight amount of fire damage, and it is fire damage that melts the hard outer shell of the Agnaktor. So I can literally deal fire and water damage simultaneously, and to great effect. If I were, for instance, in possession of a weapon that had high fire elemental value, that would be fairly redundant, and the reason why is because the amount of fire damage is irrelevant. It is the fact... Oh, there you go, you managed to get the trap out. It is the fact that I'm dealing some amount of fire that allows me to melt the hard parts of the monster. Hopefully I don't hit... Oh, never mind. I wasn't going to hit you with that shot because I didn't have any ammunition in the chamber. How about that? No. Fuck off. I'm currently on fire. I'm immolated. Which, you know, really should be of greater concern to human beings, but I'm not a human being. I'm a hunter within a poorly established story as to why hunters are as strong as they are. Poorly established in the way that it is far from common knowledge, but there is an explanation as to why. And I'm not going to get into that today. But some of you may know it. I don't know. This monster's about to die. Good flash bomb. Stall him here. That was a good run. Good hunt. What is Lilu pinging for? You know, there are actual people, actual human beings that use pinging, that is to say, signaling, to mean almost any form of communication that they seek to broadcast to the team. They will signal to say thank you, they will signal to say sorry, they will signal to say come here, they will signal to say what the fuck are you doing, they will signal in place of human communication, because I guess human communication isn't always an option in all games. But it gets very awkward because they do it out of habit, and you're literally having to sit there listening to ding, 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 like the whole fucking hum, because these people just ping all day. It's unbelievable. And the stupidity of it is so profound that words actually fail me to describe it. But hopefully the description, as hitherto intimated, is sufficient for you to come to your own fucking conclusions as to how stupid it is. Because I'm telling you, that sort of behavior is dumb, and I don't appreciate it. Sometimes, like, it's the so-called, not the actual, but the so-called pro-community. See these air quotes? Pro-community of the portable Monster Hunter games prior to the 3DS. Okay, so we're talking about PlayStation Portable. How about I just come out with it? You know, that's what they do. And guess what? It's fucking stupid. And it makes no sense. It's just... it makes me want to mute the game. That's what it makes me want to do. Anyway. I don't actually know who Larry David is, but I will take it as a compliment for the moment. Because you seem to appreciate my perspective, and if you appreciate my perspective, then I can only assume that you would compare me to a respectable person. I suppose we're doing turns. RIP took it upon himself to post something of his own, so... go back to the first turn, really. RIP's getting excited. He thinks that it may be his golden ticket to post whatever the fuck he wants. And it gives me great pleasure to trounce that illusion that he is under. Skip me, says Lilu. Alright. You can post Knight. Do it. You'd understand it if you watched an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, fair enough. Just the statement on its own, Curb Your Enthusiasm, would be aptly descriptive of my life philosophy. I actually enjoy cutting down people's excitement over various things. Unless it is actually something worth getting excited over, but anyway. I suppose enthusiasm and excitement aren't necessarily synonymous, but you know what I mean. One sec, says Nightopia. Tell us what it is. It's no good you going and preparing for a hunt that we're not actually privy to the, you know, nature of. I mean, we need to know what monsters are involved so that we can also take this time to get ready. This is the sort of thing that you just work out by being alive. It's called common sense. It's not related to game sense. If you could let us know so that we can get ready with you, that would actually expedite the process, wouldn't it? Please. Elatrion. Oh, well, that wasn't hard, was it? Here I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, thinking that maybe there were 4 monsters involved and he didn't want to fucking write them all down. No, it's Elatrion. He could have just fucking said Elatrion. It's not hard. And he did it in short order. He literally took about... He actually took less than 5 seconds to respond to that question. So, why does he need to be prompted to do what only makes sense to every level-minded individual. Anyway. So if it's a Latrion, I don't know if it's high rank or G rank. I can assume G rank, either or. It's the sort of hunt that you need to prepare for properly. RIP is asking if it's high rank or G rank. Not a bad question to ask, but again, even if it's a high rank Elatrion, it is challenging to a G rank leveled person. Alright, this will be G rank Elatrion. What would I like to use? I don't think I'd like to use Hammer. I'm in a Lance mood. This is unusual. I actually feel like using a Lance on an Elatrion. What's wrong with me? I know what to bring. I know precisely what to bring. I don't want to be boring here, but my options are actually limited, given that I have yet to forge the standard raw Diablos Lance. I've actually only got the black Diablos Lance, which means that I have to go with Slime plus high raw. If I don't want an element-specific lance to use against a monster or against a certain lineup of monsters. That is what is required. I basically just have to bring a slime setup, and of course I'm not going to actually forego the slime damage just because I might actually want to use a lance without slime, because the reality is that this weapon is balanced on the basis that a person may actually use it in conjunction with the Awaken Armor skill. So I need to use the Awaken Armor skill, otherwise I'm dealing less damage than I could be. So what have we got here? We've got paralysis damage here, which is great. We've got... what the fuck is... oh, this hunting horn, yeah. I don't remember the skills that it has. I think it has attack up large. In which case, this is a good choice. If it doesn't have attack up large, then it sucks, but anyway. Oh wow. This guy's managed to actually create a mixed set in the time that I... you know, in the intervening days between the last time I played with him and today. Assuming that he is the person that I think he is. I think he's the guy that I was playing with. No... oh shit, I'm remembering this wrong. RIP is the guy who actually doesn't know how to play the game. I was thinking he was the guy who was claiming to be like HR 900 and something in 4 Ultimate, yet he was using a really terrible low rank mixed set in G rank. That was enough to make me fall off my chair, figuratively speaking. I didn't literally fall out of my chair, but I almost felt like I was about to. But no, I think this guy was someone who was dying a lot. And the name RIP reminds me of that, because I was making the joke at the time that he has a very apt name. Because he's constantly dying in the quest, so you can say, well, RIP. Sort of funny, I guess. I'm gonna make them watch the cutscene so I can actually pour more sake. It's been so long since I've used this decanter, but you know what? I've still got the fucking skill associated with the pour, which is to pour just the perfect amount for it to almost overfill the cup, but not quite. Which does actually require the immediate consumption of the liquid contained within the cup in question. But anyway, shut up. Let's lance this Elatrion. Haven't done this in a while. I can't counter that quickly now, can I? Why did I go towards the fire like that? That is strange behavior. Drop a trap, quick! Have I checked out the community Monster Hunter Frontier servers? Well, that's a very long... What was that about? What did you just do? Did you place a small barrel bomb thinking that you were contributing to the number of bombs that had already been placed? Only to realize that that's not how small barrel bombs work? Or did you actually drop that small barrel bomb? What are you doing? That's the sort of behavior that I can only make sense of by putting forward the following hypothesis. This person has watched another person play the game and drop large barrel bombs while using small barrel bombs to detonate them in the middle of a confrontation with the monster, but he is so incapable of actually performing that strategy himself that he does it and then fails the detonation every time. What do you do? You are a living, breathing meme. That is what you are. Regrettably, I did typo the word abandon, but I think it's very clear that the word I typed was abandon. And he can fucking stop randomly placing small barrel bomb. Well, that's what it is. BBS is what it is, barrel bomb small. He can stop fucking placing those and he can actually try and hit the monster. That would be nice. I'm not making allowances for raw, unfettered retardation. I will happily abandon this fucking hunt and kick him from the room if he doesn't shape up and start playing the game. Absolute dick. I spilt my fucking sake over that. Not that you would have noticed, but... I wasn't moving, apparently, is the justification for him placing those bombs. Well, I wasn't moving because I needed to actually limit what I was doing with my hands so that I could better observe the stupidity being performed in front of me. I was moving you out of the way. Alright, my friend. The thing is, you can't actually... He's so dumb. The thing is, if he's joking at the moment, he's doing it whilst simultaneously being a really terrible hunter, which doesn't make for a very good joke, and I'll tell you why. If a good hunter intentionally plays like an idiot, then it's clearly a joke and it may even be a funny one. But I've watched this guy play like absolute shit in rooms that I've joined previously. So watching him do that makes me think that maybe he's seeking to hurt the monster in some way. And is obviously failing to do so. But I can only assume that it's because he's dumb, not because he's playing a joke on me or on anyone else. What an idiot. Thank you, Juvenator. I spilt my sake, you know? I mean, this shit's nice. This is a nice liquid and it's now on my table. Oh, I didn't spill all of it, of course. It's just, I overfill my cup, as I said. And I must have shaken the table in reaching for my keyboard to furiously type to this person. And so now it's spilled a little bit. I'll stop that. Lilu did a good job with the bind there. Thank you for that. You took it upon yourself to do a... Well, thank you for the apology. Nightopia apologized for doing that. So I'm actually perfectly fine with that. People who recognize that they've done the wrong thing and apologize escape my ire. Because they've recognized that they made a mistake. It's the people who don't give a fuck and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Those people need to sell the game or something. Just sell it. Spare the community. My accuracy is terrible. Look how bad my stamina is. I departed on this hunt with what I believe to be 100 stamina, and I don't have stamina recovery material, so this is pretty awkward. Especially considering that the lance weapon type really requires good stamina to function properly. Hello, thanks for the resub, Ethan. Was half expecting a dragon claw attack there. Can never be too careful, now can you? Yes, managed to get the head attack there. I'm not using hammer, but I still possess the... Well, I did press the R button to shield that maneuver, but anyway, I do possess the recollections as to when the Elatrion lowers his head. So I can therefore attack it. Damn lag, says RIP. My friend, lag is the least of your worries. I do need to heal up soon. And that is now. Literally, my sake cup is sticking to the table because it's sitting in a pool of its own liquid. I'm not suggesting the sake cup is comprised of liquid, I'm suggesting that the liquid contained within has spilt. RIP has fucking cancelled his hunting session. He has quite rightly turned off his console, and I hope that that will be followed by deep consideration as to whether or not he should continue playing the game at all. That would be the best thing for him, and for me, and by extension, the community as a whole. Can I get past your wings? Yes, I can. I think the neck may be its own hit zone, much like Fatalis, but either way, hitting that would be better damage-wise than hitting the wings. One can only assume. Now let's cross our fingers for another person. It's a bit like Russian roulette, though. Except, no, it's worse than Russian roulette when it comes to getting new people to join your room, because there's more than one bullet in the chamber. It's more like, there's more like 3 bullets in the chamber. And, yeah, the likelihood that you're going to shoot yourself in the head is pretty high. He did rage quit, yeah. He was complaining about lag. Whether or not that's a legitimate complaint or not, I can't say. All I can say is that based on my experience with hunting with the guy, which is all documented by way of video evidence, okay, tells me that he's an idiot and doesn't know how to play the game. So I would guess that was really the main issue then. The main cause of his shutting off of the game. No. Why do you do that at the end of my combo? No. I don't really have the stamina for this, Elatrion. If you could leave me alone, that'd be great. We have been forced to 3-man a monster that really requires a nice 4-man team. I don't really think that that RIP guy contributed anything while he was here, so as far as I'm concerned, we have been from the beginning 3-manning this monster. Which is fine if you've got a really good 3-man team, but I don't think Nightopia would really fall under that category. Not due to skill, but certainly due to weapon choice. The Hunting Horn, and I don't think there's been any attack up large going out, as far as I'm aware. But at any rate, we just need to power on through this process. I will probably need to sharpen up soon. I might do it now. Might be bad timing to do it. I could always be the next target. I was fortunate in that I was not, but it could have happened. I haven't been keeping track of the ballista binder. You will actually notice that I never use the binder myself. It's because I'm not used to it. It doesn't exist in either... Well, in actually 3 of the other games where Elatrion appears, the binder is not in Tri, Portable Third, or Generations Ultimate. So I'm not in the habit of making use of it. Apparently it has recharged, and Lilu will likely make use of it soon. Nightopia is dead. Don't use it, Lilu. Get off it. We need to wait until at least Nightopia can contribute. Don't shoot it. Please don't shoot it. You are... You might be a nice person, Lilu, but you're not good at the game, that's for sure. We need to at least have all 3 hunters taking advantage of it. I don't have any stamina right now. RIP is back. He must have disconnected. I'm really displeased to see that. The lag should not be bad enough through me for him to be able to disconnect. I do not really have the stamina to manage this situation. But yeah, he obviously has pretty bad internet himself. There's no other explanation for his DC. Because I have pretty good connectivity. Yes, there are geographical considerations, but usually that on its own isn't enough to create instability. His internet sucks. That's the situation. Not the most fun hunt in the world. Especially when I have to keep chasing after this stupid dragon with a lance. Point being that I'm not using ranged weaponry. So I can't just stand in one place and shoot him constantly. In other words, ranged DPS would be a whole lot better. Technically bounced off the wing there. You can see very clearly that I do not have the stamina to be able to deal with 2 attacks in a row. I only have the stamina to block one thing at a time. And then I need time to recover my stamina. You can't block anything while your stamina is in the red. And my stamina is in the red at half. At half full. Or half empty, whatever. Let that be a good example of what I was just talking about. I shielded that attack, but I was in red stamina, so the shield didn't actually work at all. That's why stamina is very important to maintain when you're reliant on a shield, as I am. This is really bad, and I'll tell you why. I'm the only actual damage dealer here. Lilu technically falls within the category of support because she's running Paralysis Longsword. Nightopia is using Hunting Horn. We're literally dealing with a 3-man situation with only 1 damage dealer against a G-rank Elatrion. That is so ill-advised that words almost fail me. Okay. At least I didn't get caught in the other one. Do I have guard up on this set? I think guard up is required to block that. I do have guard boost, okay. If I didn't have guard boost, I would have been hit there, and the reason why is because if you are between the breathing of the fire and the impact of the fire on the ground, to successfully block it, you do actually require guard boost. What is Nightopia doing? You dick. We'll do it then. He stood there for at least a minute or 2. But I guess he wasn't going to contribute either way, so it doesn't matter. Well, I was going to sharpen, but let's take advantage of this opportunity. The timing of that tail cut could have been a whole lot worse, but it actually came at a time when the paralysis would have actually just expired anyway. I would like to find an appropriate time to sharpen very soon. Like now. I'm not carving, I may be standing near the tail and I may be stationary, but I'm not carving it. Fuck you, man. You can at least find an appropriate time to carve. You don't just have to carve as soon as you're standing in front of it. You can wait for a safe moment to do it. That is within your gift, but perhaps not within your capabilities. Oh my god, I'm literally out of stamina. Holy shit. This is not great. This is not great at all. I can't shield with my lance anymore, guys. I made a bad decision. I should have eaten for 150 stamina. Oh well. I can't believe I'm doing this. I literally can't shield. I can do 1 back hop or side hop and that's it. This is awful. Do I farcast out and hope that there are rations in the box? Let me do that. I need stamina, this is ridiculous. Please tell me there are rations in the box. There's no box? I remember there being a box like here. Isn't there supposed to be a box here? This is ridiculous, this... Oh my god. Okay. I guess there isn't a box there then. Fine. Holy shit. How am I supposed to function under these circumstances? And let's not forget, once again, I'm the only damage dealer here. Or at least the only person purely dedicated to dealing damage. So, what the fuck are we gonna do? And we've got RIP waiting in the wings. It's not like we've got some great hunter waiting to help us out. No, he's incompetent as all hell. This sucks. I'm sure if I asked for stamina recovery materials from the team, we'd be able to get them, or I would be able to get them, but... Oh, fucking hell. I do have to use a max potion at this point. 1 potion is not going to help me out there. Brilliant. I can't even get close to the monster to take advantage of this. And I believe the length of time that Elatrion stays bound on the ground will decrease with every individual bind. There are diminishing returns associated with that. I can't shield whatever comes my way here, So I'm trying to walk out of the way, and you could see that even that was not enough. My god. You would abandon the quest? Well, good thing you're not me, because we could actually be pretty close to finishing things up. I don't know how much health this monster has left, so I'd say it's worth at least trying. You never know, my teammates may actually be contributing in some way. It's technically possible. So we may be getting there. I do actually need to consume... Can I walk out of the way fast enough? Yes, I can. Alright. I do need to top up my cool drink effect here. But yeah, the point is that they may be contributing enough on their own for us to kill this monster within the next 5 minutes. I don't know. Can't really say for sure, but I'll do what I can. I'll keep on trying. That's one thing I'll do. Not the best starting hunt though. Unless did we do one before this? I don't actually remember. Yeah, we did. We did a Gnuktor, that's alright. We've been here for a while, to be honest. Strange as it sounds, it would have actually been nice to have RIP here to add to the poison damage, and it really fucking helps when I'm the only damage dealer, and the first thing that you do when in range of the monster is to flinch me so that I can't attack. Anyway, obviously I couldn't avoid that because I had no stamina to do so. I don't have any potions either. I'm going to let natural recovery heal me here. And my solution will be to not get here. That really is how it works. It's just it's a lot harder to... What? I thought there was a different target. That's why I didn't make any attempt to roll out of the way. I thought that presumably Lilu was being targeted there. I don't know who was standing close to me. RIP is asking if we're almost done. What the fuck do you think? Seriously, man. You almost done? Asshole. Anyway, dying there was actually very helpful. Because now I'll be able to continue on, albeit without any healing wares, but I can shield. I can actually use the shield attached to my weapon. And the shield is balanced around the fact that, or rather the weapon is balanced around the fact that I can shield with it. So being able to use said shield makes all the difference. Honestly. Lilu is ready to bind, let's get it. And can we actually make use of the signal? Sometimes it can be helpful to use the signal. This is one of those occasions. Are you fucking for real? You either have to do it before the Elatrion does something, or after. It depends on whether or not you think you'll be safe. You can't just... Ugh, anyway. Now we've got bounce bombs going out. Sad as it sounds, the bounce bombs may actually be better than anything Nightopia would be doing with his weapon. So... Actually, no, that's not true, because Elatrion's in the air, which means that in this situation, Elatrion is actually weak to dragon, which is the element that Nightopia is using. So it would be real helpful if Nightopia could maybe attack the damn monster. Just an idea. Maybe a bit of a far out one. Maybe a little bit controversial, but maybe you could attack the Thank you. I guess he ran out of bounce bombs. Alright. Let's try to set down some bombs for the landing. I'm guessing, like the other games, the landing can come here. Just don't line up with me with your damn icicles. Alright, Elatrion should be about here, I think. Okay, you're placing them there, so I'll at least drop one here. I don't know if I can get them both out. Fucking hell, can I dive in time? What the hell was that? Do it! Yeah, okay. See, now that was significant damage. Being able to get that out, very helpful. Shit. Let's not forget, I can't heal right now, so I have to use natural recovery to get this health back. Shit. Well, thanks for the life powder. Actually, that ended up healing what I could have gotten back with natural recovery, which... I mean, that person has no way of knowing that, but whatever. At least I don't have to wait. I was expecting a Dragon Claw, and you can see that as a result of my expectation, I committed to an attack that I shouldn't have. That resulted in me getting hit. I've got this, have I? Thanks. I'll be alright. But, anyway. I did actually pull my weapon out to shield that, but I guess it came slightly too late. There is actually input lag, as I've been told, in this game. It's only until I see situations like these that I can actually notice that. The game's too slow to respond to my instincts. I'm faster than the game itself. Yeah, hurry up and finish your attack. I'm supposed to be hosting this and you're still glitching out, you stupid monster. Did the binder recover again? I don't think so. I did see a message appear on the screen, but I don't think it was for that. Maybe it was for that. This would be the time if it's ready. Okay, rightio. Let's kill this fucking dragon. Come on, this must be the killing blow. You'd think so by now, what the fuck? Oof. Please? I'm just gonna keep my shield up. I can't afford to take the hit. I saw that last fucking bolt come down. I saw it. But I don't want to explain why I couldn't deal with it at the time. Ugh, natural recovery. I'm out of healing wares, there's nothing I can do. I have to just hope that I can survive this. I have to pretend like I'm using heroics or something. I think I did get heroics, ironically enough, but I wouldn't have it anymore because I died. Food skills heroics, but it shouldn't be in effect, right? Because presumably you lose your food skill ability when you die, but I could be wrong, I'm not sure. It may be different for heroics specifically, I'm not sure. Heroics may not be affected by feints. This is definitely up there with some of my worst Elatrion hunts, in my personal experience. And I really regret that this is the team I had to do this with. Two people running support, just not a good idea, you know? Just not a good idea. I'm taking every opportunity I can to hit this monster. I'm gonna need something stronger than sake after this hunt. And don't worry, I've got it on hand. I couldn't counter fast enough, sorry. I did my best. I'm taking preventative measures, as you can tell. This is a dangerous situation. Could you imagine if we failed at this point? You know what? I'm glad that RIP has to wait like this. It fills me with great pleasure that he's fucking sitting there staring at nothing for so long. It wasn't a dragon claw, but I was ready just in case. Don't do the poke. Do an actual fucking thrust if you can possibly manage that, you stupid hunter. I blame the hunter. It's not me, it's the hunter. Couldn't get there fast enough because I obviously overestimated the range of my lance. Can you believe this shit? This is the evidence that you actually need a decent team to fucking kill this monster. It just doesn't work if you've got two people. Okay, well, can you believe that after all that we didn't even break one horn? Pretty shocking, hey? Whatever. Some guy running a garbage hunting horn and a paralysis longsword that really only functions as a support weapon is just not going to work when I'm the only damage dealer, so... yeah. I'm pretty surprised that we succeeded there. But I've got something stronger, don't worry. I feel better already. I didn't carry them though. I didn't even have the stamina to function. I think, to be honest, I think we all pulled through and got it done together as a group. They carried themselves in that they survived. You know, they survived. They could have performed poorly as hunters. Their weapon choice was not good, but as hunters, they survived while hitting the monster, which means that I was able to take a hit and restore my stamina to what it was, and one of them was responsible for healing me with the life powder, so I don't feel at ease to say that I carried them. That would be unrepresentative of the situation. I need to buy some potions, apparently. Well, we got through it. That's one good thing. The worst situation is to deal with a hunt like that and then fail it. You think success is frustrating? Well, imagine failure. Imagine spending all of that time to achieve nothing. 30 minutes in a hunt, and you fail it. That is on another level. Who knows where RIP is? Quite frankly, I don't care. I'm going to find a quest that would be good to use a nice weapon with. How about Tuzanoga? That sounds like a good time. Tuzanoga. I just want to be able to demonstrate my dragon's roar. It's a nice weapon. I think it looks very cool. The first time I used it was in a recording that won't be archived, where I fought a giant nibblesnarf that was hosted by Tavo Show. And that was a good first hunt for this weapon. I want the honed set, I think. Yeah, it's not actually an awakened weapon, it does already have... Where the hell is it? I didn't hallucinate this, I swear to you. Maybe I never actually forged it on a save that indeed was saved, if that makes any sense. No, I own it. Oh, I see. Maybe I need to sort my box for it to appear. Yeah, I needed to sort my box, whatever. Bit of a mess. What rank do you get the Agnaktor Talon? Seriously? Just Talon. Whatever. He's not posting low or high rank, it's not happening. He can go and fucking solo that. He could have gone and soloed a village Agnaktor. He's asking us. The internet is at your disposal, my friend. You live in the information age, and you're sitting here waiting for what? 20 minutes for us to return from a hun, just to ask us where you get standard Agnaktor talons. Consult the internet. It happens to have all the information you need. By pure chance, it is there to help you. You need only take advantage of what it offers. For God's sake. Now. For goodness sake. That's me dropping my controller on my boom stand. Do forgive the sound that it created as a result. Okay, I need to go and get a tissue to wipe up my sake, which still sits on my table in a pool, and then we'll be able to conduct hunting as usual. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm back. Have I eaten? Yes. Is my inventory fine? Yes. Let's go. Now that was a bit of a better pour. Not that overfilled. Or not that close to being overfilled anyway. I'm being aggressed by a Ludroth. But yeah, this is a cool switch axe, isn't it? I don't think, stats-wise, it's the best switch axe in the world necessarily, but it's not terrible, and it looks very cool. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's worth using. And it will probably fast become my most used switch axe. There you go. I'm in a good position to actually hit this head. Although it is harder to be accurate in axe mode as opposed to sword mode. Come on, reload it before I... Ugh, there you go. Almost lost my opportunity to get back a whole lot of charge. If you're wondering how I fell forward, it's because I rolled. So I already had forward momentum while being hit, which is why I went forward. It's just a bit odd looking, I'm sure, because I fell in an opposite direction to where I was attacked by the monster. Very cool switch axe though, just look at the thing, come on. Of all the switch axes that I've seen, this would have to be in the top 3, design-wise. I do love that slow overhead chop of the switch axe. As much as I don't like the switch axe weapon type, it is satisfying to do the stationary overhead chop because it's so slow and deliberate. You just feel like you're dealing good damage, and when it comes to the switch axe, that is one of the most damaging attacks in terms of motion value that you can deal. Stop fucking hitting me, stupid longsword Larry motherfucker. I think you're limping now, aren't you? Yes, you are. Very good. I'll sharpen up because with sharpness +1 I do actually end up at purple sharpness. Go for it. I say go for it because we're in a position where we haven't killed it accidentally or anything like that. And I would like to capture one and kill the other, so... I'm not actually doing it for materials, but... yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea. May as well do it. Seems that they're having a hard time getting this guy in the trap. He may already be enraged. No, he's not enraged. What are you people doing? How hard is it to fucking line up with the trap? Are you just ignoring the conversation? Lilu said cap, and I said go for it. And look how far away from the trap they all are. I'll kill it, says RIP. Are you stupid? Oh, did it just leave? Oh, this must be... oh, I see. This is the second one. I understand. So the wounded one must be over there. Well, I don't really need to carve them anyway. I don't care. Let's just fight this one. Although I think Nightopia would benefit from carving a Zenogre, so it would make sense if he went and did that. I think I'm going to be in range of this. Ugh. I have a feeling that Zenogre was flinched just before he could go into full rage mode. RIP is indeed almost dead, but it wouldn't be unusual if he did die. Because from my experience, that's typical. That's a very loud motorbike. Shut up, motorbike. Can I get out of the way? Yes, I can. Just barely. Oh, that still managed to hit me. Fucking hell. Alright, let's get this out. Can I get it out on target? Yeah. Oh, yes, I can. And I actually knocked him over with it. And look at him pinging for the trap. You dick. I mean, with the... sorry, I upswung because I wasn't watching what I was doing, but... imagine this fucking guy. Like, we're here, hitting the monster while it's down. He's gone and put a trap 5 miles away from the monster. And he's pinging for it. You dick. Like, we're literally here attacking it properly when we should be hitting it. And he says over here, but spells here as in to listen. Yeah, how about you listen to me? Learn how to play the game. Don't put the trap that far away from the monster. Put it far enough away where you're not going to be hit by the monster in placing it. But don't put it so damn far away that we have to cross a whole area, practically, to get to the trap. That is unhelpful. Like, really unhelpful. Fucking hell, he just destroyed the trap, and of course the reason why is because he's enraged and destroys the shock trap. What I was really hoping to do was to make use of these fucking bombs, but he hit me before I could detonate them, so... Anyway, yes, I am still flexing the new switch axe. I mean, what it comes down to is that it is an achievement to make this switch axe as far as I'm concerned. And the same can be said of the Anima Reaper. So, yes, I will go out of my way to use it. Sorry if I hit you, Lilu, but that is what my switch axe is doing. Apparently you didn't get hit, which is nice. Paralysis. How nice is that? I would have liked it if it lasted for a little bit longer, but that was good damage. I'd like to get a successful capture though. I said that because I knew he was close to death, but whatever. That was really just a hunt for me to showcase this weapon. It didn't serve any other purpose. I don't have a particular affinity or attachment to Zinogre. And I don't need any of his materials. But yeah, this is a fucking cool switch axe. Trying to get the light to shine on it. That's fucking cool. It actually mitigates my displeasure for the switch axe weapon type. I got my 44th Jasper. Nice. Hunter rank 497, we are approaching Hunter rank 500. I mean, I've technically been saying that we're approaching it for a while. The word approaching it's a very subjective term. We're almost there though. We're very close. What did I just... Okay, well, if I sort it, can I get the thing that... Okay, yes. Those two Cortexes, I wanted to sell those. Alright, whose fucking turn is it? RIP? Yeah. This is gonna break his heart. It's gonna break his little heart reading that. Because you know what he needs, don't you? It's Agnaktor Talons. Just standard Talons. I'm trying to access the damn board. Alright, he's posted Lucent Nug Cougar. I could have used this switch axe against Lucent, really, but that's fine. I'm not going to use it twice. I'm not that infatuated with the weapon. Oh, I can solo high and low, he says. I'm glad he worked that out all on his own. Congratulations. Ice weapons that I would like to use. I don't want to use a bow, I'm not in the mood. I could use a hunting horn. In fact, you know what? I might do that. I don't think I've ever used a hunting horn against Lucent, so that might be fun. Yeah, not that. The Frigiguiro. Or Frigiguiro, I don't know what I want to say, but Either way, this is the hunting horn that I want to use for this quest. This should have attack up large, I think. Yeah. Attack boost large, doesn't matter what you say. I think the meaning gets across fairly clearly. I'm just seeing what skills I can get. I'll settle for this for now. Well look, Ethan, I've played with him before and he's really bad. He's frustratingly bad. That's the thing. But I've run into so many bad players that maybe I'm actually taking out my pent-up frustrations that have accumulated from hunting with other people all on this one guy. So maybe I'm being a bit unrealistic with my, you know, accusations of character and ability, but doesn't change the fact that I'm pissed off. Some of the people that you have to hunt within this community, my god. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering it correctly when I say that he had a minimum of 1 death per hunt. Like every hunt, there was an obligatory RIP death. And then in other situations, he would die more than once. So, you know, it's very frustrating to have to deal with that. Just trying to make sure that I don't have too many stacks of anything. That should be good. I've kept them to 2 stacks, which is what I was seeking to do. Well, it looks like I forgot to actually bring bombs, unless I can... Yeah, I'll cancel my ready up. At no great risk to myself, because we weren't about to depart anyway. Goodness me. I don't use this horn very often, do I? Admittedly, I don't use hunting horn very often, so it would stand to reason that this hunting horn isn't shown very often either. So I will definitely have to check the skills of the horn. Launching quest. Let's have a look. Priority is of course attack up large, which is... Oh, I have to check that again. I only had a cursory glance at it. Whoops. Don't fucking stand here, dickhead. I'm playing the music. Don't imitate me. He literally takes every movement that I make as some sort of... You are so Look at him! Hunt the monster! Fuck! I'm sorry if I sound really, like, vituperative, but he's a fucking turd. I'm sick of this oh, I can't actually play this song. Okay. Let's try it again. No, not that order. We need to start with turquoise sign, whatever you want to say. Then finish on... That's not it? Oh, okay. I'm getting, like... See, I was pretty damn sure that I'd played this before. I actually intended to play exactly this sequence of notes, but must have failed at some point previously. That's why I thought it wasn't this sequence of notes, because I'd tried to play it and then failed. I hate these poison spikes. Anyway, very occasionally I'll just find myself completely unable to play songs properly. But anyway. It doesn't help when I'm being distracted by such stupidity. Can I roll it? No, I can't. Couldn't recover fast enough for that. I was very close though. About 1 frame out of being able to roll. Fucking missed the head, of course. Once again, couldn't recover fast enough for the roll. Which means I need to be more conservative with my method of attack. Fucking poison shit. Oh, it looks like someone consumed a herbal medicine. Whoever brought herbal medicine has done a good job. Very helpful for the team. Yeah, you get on the ground. Stupid cat creature. What other songs, if any, can I play? Hearing protection? I'd say that's worthwhile. Actually, that's definitely worthwhile. Not for me, but for the team. Is it then red and purple? Yes. Which is this, then this. I'm so stupid. Sometimes I just can't function. Sometimes I just don't know how to use hunting horn. It's incredible. I do realise that I lost my opportunity to contribute there, but sometimes playing hunting horn like shit does mean that you have to take extra time away from the fucking monster to play your songs. Alright. We're going to top up, attack up. We'll see if it's run out. It has run out. I'm going to get hit out of this. And really hard. Fuck. Fine. Yeah, I'm very much out of practice with hunting horn, but I'm sure you can forgive me for it. If you can't, then so be it. I'll live with it. I wouldn't mind getting a KO though. See, it doesn't matter how I fucking evade that. If I'm too close to the tail, I'll just get automatically hit by a fucking poison spike. I can't get around it. I don't think I'll be getting a KO in this hunt. I'm not hitting the head frequently enough. See how the spike actually goes through the fucking wing of the monster? That's how unfair this monster is. They literally have the angle that these poison spikes can travel defy reality. Like they pass through the monster. And it's not due to some uncontrollable situation within the game. Like, it is designed. It was deliberately designed to pass through the monster, as if the monster did not exist. They did that intentionally, just to make it harder. I think that's ridiculous, personally. And defensive. Shit, I can't get out of the way fast enough. I had regrettably committed to a frontal attack before I could... Oh, I was actually not hit by a poison spike, but instead by the tail itself. That's how close I was. To be honest, I'd rather get hit by the tail. There's an incredible mix of flavours in my mouth right now. There's the flavour of the beer that I had about an hour ago, which was a really heavy beer, heavy in flavour as well. Then I've got the taste of sake and the very faint aftertaste of tequila. My mouth is an absolute... I wouldn't say mess, but it's certainly a mixture of flavours at the moment. And it's nice. Well, that trap was well placed. RIP is dead. Those are two opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to play. Sorry, says RIP, you should be. I don't want to get in there and get hit by the fucking bomb. I will queue up an attack song for the benefit of RIP. May as well boost his attack to hopefully make up for his lack of skill. Might do something. Don't line up with me, please. I'm playing the music. Don't line up with me or run near me. I don't want the monster to attack me while I'm playing my song. What are you doing? Are you aiming for another trap, or are you just randomly placing bombs at this point? I think you're randomly placing bombs. Well, now's the time. Do it, man. Yeah. That's how you detonate bombs, everyone. KO, please. I can always pray against all the odds. I probably need to go and play my earplug song again. I do remember how to play it, it's just that I remember how to play the songs pretty quickly. It's just that when I go from not having used the hunting horn for, let's say, 30 hours of gameplay to using it again for like one hunt or maybe two hunts and then not using it again for another 30 hours of gameplay, yes, I do find myself out of practice with it. So... how I fucking avoided getting hit there, I have got no idea. Someone keeps on putting down bombs, and I think I know who it is. His name starts with R, ends with P, and in between both letters one would find the letter I. But I don't think those bombs are really helping too much. Well, they would be if they can be detonated on target. I guess I'm remembering the Elatrion hunt where he was rather inanely dropping bombs and detonating them with small barrel bombs well outside of the range of effectiveness of those bombs in relation to the position of the monster. But I don't know, maybe he's doing a little better this time. I did witness a successful detonation after all. That's not quite how I wanted that to play out. I think that much is obvious. No! I actually can't believe that I didn't get hit during either of those attacks. I need to get my attack song ready again, but I will actually hit the monster in playing those notes. At least for the first one. I realised that I wanted to play the song as quickly as possible. The sooner I can boost the damage of the team, the better. Absolute bastard. Monster moves just as I'm getting into position to hit the head. I did actually press the evade button, but again, I'll blame the input detection. Or the poor input detection, specifically. Blues Clues style shade. Your vernacular, your modern vernacular combined with your pop culture references really are a spectacle, even. Can't get out of the way of that. No. Oh, look who's dead again. Quite a strange thing to behold, isn't it? There's something wrong, not with your loadout, RIP, but perhaps something wrong with you and the way in which you play the game. Although I think he is using a mixed set that involves at least 2 or perhaps 3 high rank pieces. He's out of healing, so he's died twice and he's out of healing items. That really should tell the whole story. You don't need me to interpret anything. It just, you know, figuratively speaking, just came out of his mouth. He said, I'm out of healing. And again, he's died twice, so... What's going on, do you think? Do you think I'm being harsh? Let's go for the capture. And the bomb will assist in that too. As long as you're ready to get out of the way, Lee. Oh, come on, Lee. Let's go, Lee. Well, it's not our lucky day, is it? I do need to sharpen up and I do need to play my attacks on. I'm cognizant of this fact. Alright, let's... I'm part way through the song, so... No, I pressed the fucking... Played the wrong note, of course. Because I suck with Hunting Horn, okay? I'll admit it, right here, right now. I'm probably... When it comes to all weapon types, you know, after having taken all weapon types into consideration, I'm probably the least skilled with Hunting Horn. I'm sorry. I do my best, but sometimes my best isn't good enough. But I can at the very least take comfort in the fact that I'm not as bad as RIP. Ow. It's literally a fight for that guy to survive a full hunt. Like, and I mean get through a hunt without dying 3 times. It's a struggle for him. That means something. I mean, he's broken his HR cap. Can we just appreciate that for a second? He's broken the HR cap and he's struggling to get through a hunt without dying 3 times. That's not good. That's not great. He's actually stayed at camp at this point. He's lost all self-confidence. And you know what? It might be for the better. It really might be for the better. I regret using Hunting Horn. Because the thing with Hunting Horn is that it is only as good as the team you're playing with. I should have really taken it upon myself to actually be a damage dealer. I'm gonna get hit by the follow-up and I don't fucking care. If we fail this hunt, it's not gonna be my fault, okay? It's not gonna be my fault. I was just too close to the attacks of that monster and I was the only obvious target of those attacks. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time and there was little I could do about it, but I was fortunate in that I didn't die as a result. No follow-up. I shouldn't have played it right here. What a bad idea. I'm not going to be... Oh no, I can get it all out, and only because I flinched him with my encore. That's pretty funny. I'm missing these attacks pretty woefully. I don't have much more in the way of antidotes. Can you believe it? Team of 4. 4! And we're 15 minutes into a Lucent Nagakuga. I mean... Yes, Lucent Nagakuga has more health than a standard Nagakuga and a green Nagakuga. But this is a team of 4. It's balanced for 4 people. So... Really. I pressed the button to evade. I don't know what more I can say. That is my last antidote. I'm not too impressed by this. How could I possibly miss? What are you doing to me? Alright, let's get some more attack for the team. Or at least for some members of the team. Hold on. RIP has made an appearance, and this is not a good sign. This does not help. I can't actually recover this poison, or recover from this ailment of poison. Yeah, great. You know, I've always hated this monster with his stupid poison spikes. I can't remember the name of the skill that resists negative status ailments, but it's actually worthwhile for this fucking quest. I think it's called Wellness? I think it's called Wellness. It's a good skill to have for this specific fight. I'm doing the best I can. I made a mistake using Hunting Horn for fun. I don't have fun options available with this group, okay? What is going on? Nightopia, okay, Nightopia was in trouble, so he farcasted. That was a good choice. He might be out of healing wares at this point. I sort of understand G-Rank Elatrion, but Lucent Nagakuga is going to challenge us to this extent? Is that really what's going on here? I admit it. Bad idea to use Hunting Horn, sorry. But I wasn't expecting to be punished to this degree. This is not great. Alright, Max Potion again. It's literally Elatrion the sequel at this point. Don't hit me. If I die, I don't care. Like, I actually don't care. I have no attachment to success, okay? I've got no attachment to success. No expectation of success. This team sucks! Fucking hell. Remember when I said I need something stronger? Don't worry, it's here just in case I need it. Fucking hell. Just in case I need it. Of course I need it. I should do away with the sucker at this stage. This is stupid. I do admit that RIP's contribution, or lack thereof, to the hunt is most of what's demeaning the team at this point. But fucking hell. Even with 3, it shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't be that much of a struggle, but it was. RIP's take-home from that was, oh, this game's hard. Meanwhile, he wipes the sweat from his brow and gets ready to try again. Fucking hell. So hard Naga event XD is what Lilo says in response. Oh, that was the event quest. Oh, that tells a different story, doesn't it? That was the event, Lucent Nagakuga? Hold on. That changes everything if so. Can you set non-event? It is a fixed HR8 quest. You have access to them. Oh my god, you have access to the HR8 quests. I don't think there's an unlock requirement for it, not that I'm aware of. Okay, well that's why it was so difficult, it's because it was a fucking event quest. So the team's not as bad as I thought. The team's not great. In fact, no, let me say this. The team is fine. It's RIP that's got a problem. But it took as long as it did because that was the event quest. More health and presumably more damage as well for the monster. This is normal G. Well, great. Now we get to do it all over again. Maybe RIP learnt something from his experience and now has some strategy to implement to avoid dying. Fucking hell. I don't even have a possible loadout that would make this fun. Let's just go longsword. Let's keep it simple. Are they stream snipers? No. This is just the community. Of course they're not stream snipers. You're acting as if there are so many people playing this game that as soon as I go live, there's going to be people ready to play 3 Ultimate. I mean, the number of people who have Wii U's at the moment is woefully small. So no, there are no such people. What's my ice longsword? Glacial Diva? Fine. So damn hard, says RIP. You posted it. I'll have to give him the benefit of the doubt and assume that there is some kind of unlock requirement that he had yet to meet. And that's why he posted the event. No, Ethan, you're wrong. The games are not actually cross-platform. 3 Ultimate is only cross-platform by technicality. You can't actually play with the Wii U community with a 3DS unless you have a Wii U to connect to the servers. So yes, you can technically play with the Wii U community on the Wii U servers using a 3DS, but you need a Wii U to do it. So you may as well be playing on the fucking Wii U. That's the irony of it. So, no, this is the Wii U community. This is it. That does suck, Ethan. That sucks a whole lot. Didn't we discuss that you should get a Wii U? This is what happens when you do things without consulting me first. Oh, it was only $5? Well, that's fine. If you want, you could always play the game solo and build up a character and then transfer it to your Wii U when you finally get one. I think you'll enjoy yourself. It's a good game. It's just going to feel like playing Monster Hunter Tri again, though. When you do the village. Except this actually has a high rank aspect to it. Oh, you can play 3DS and Wii U locally. Nice. I'll just fly over to fucking Florida and set up a recording session with Ethan so we can play And that'll be a great use of my money. And time. That event was almost done. It did feel that way. It did feel like we had almost succeeded, but... yeah. I think we were pretty consistent with damage dealt, but I do think that maybe using Hunting Horn didn't stand to be a good choice in the end. Oh, not that Hunting Horn again. Put it away! Nightopia, put it away. Hold on, I'm gonna tell him. Don't use that Hunting Horn. It's shit, like, just forget it. Put it away, use a real weapon. At least the Hunting Horn I was using was appropriate for the hunt. This, forget it. Put it away. We don't need a Hunting Horn right now. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't fucking speak English, which makes it real easy. Fine. I can't stop him. I can't stop him, so... I don't know what sort of dragon damage this monster takes, but I don't care. That's not an appropriate Hunting Horn to be using. I don't think it even has attack up large. Alright, I'm a damage dealer, let's see what we can do. I'm not going support anymore, but what's ridiculous is that we've literally gone from me running support with a good support loadout to me running damage and then some other damage dealer going to support with a shit support loadout that's not going to help anyone. I guess maybe it's all balanced itself out because in the end we're not doing the event as we were before. So that helps. Oh wow, actually couldn't roll that in time. I wasn't diving the tail impact, I was diving the fucking poison spikes. Because they really do disrupt the hunting experience. I hate those poison spikes. And let that be a good example as to why I fucking hate them. Seriously. I would like to do a full longsword combo, but I don't know if I will have the luxury of... Look at this guy! He hasn't even dropped a trap, he's just standing there with bombs and he's pinging everyone. Do you want to at least drop a trap? Are you capable of that? His idea of contributing to the hunt is dropping a fucking trap with a monster that has range capability. You fucking moron. How much tolerance for your stupidity do you think I possess? I can't do this every... You need to stop. You really need to just... Ugh. Alright. Disengage, Doomlink. Control your emotions. Remember, it's his choice to play like shit. That's his journey. You don't have to take on board his frustrations. You can be your own man. You can have your own experience, and you can let him have his. I need to stop doing that because you're actually going to think I have some sort of problem that I'm, by way of some previous hypnosis, am now ameliorating. No. It's, you know, I'm trying to add some level of humor after that outburst of frustration, but seriously, like... He's not even accompanying his bombs with the trap. And obviously standing there with bombs is not helpful when poison spikes are frequently flying around the fucking map. Ugh. And obviously, due to the nature of this fucking monster, I'm probably not going to be able to get a full bloody combo out with my longsword. Because he won't stand in one place for long enough for me to get it off. I can't even reach him! I hate this. I really do. RIP doesn't even know how to engage with this fucking hunt. Now, I did successfully roll that, except that it has an extended hitbox. Like, the duration of the hitbox is not immediate, it lasts for a while. So I couldn't actually roll that in the way that I attempted to. You'll note that I rolled towards the monster instead of away from the impact of the tail, which was a poor decision to make.
Alright, can I get my longsword combo all the way out? Oh, I can.
What a fucking miracle. Miracle of untold proportions. I can't fucking see what's going on. It's driving me insane. This whole experience is driving me insane. Oh, hello, we finally got a paralysis from the paralysis guy. If you hit me with your weapon, Nightopia, I'm gonna be spewing, as they say in Australia. Fucking spewing, mate. Thanks for the flash bomb. Oh, I can get the combo out because he had to recover from the flash bomb. Alright, well I managed to actually get to fucking pink or purple, whatever you want to call it, charge level on my longsword. Incredible, really. Far surpassing any expectation that I had of this hunt. Yes, you flinch in place so that I can get my full combo out. No, I'm stuck! We will succeed, by the way. It's only because the last one was the event version that we failed. That's what caused our downfall last time, and I only narrowly missed that spike that passed through the solid object, that which is the Nagakuga. I only narrowly avoided it. By sheer coincidence. Thank you for interrupting that. That really assisted in my endeavours to contribute to the hunt. Meanwhile, what did you achieve? You achieved a super pound with a hunting horn that is officially doing fuck all for anyone. Thanks. Hope you enjoy your your ability to contribute, yet also not contribute simultaneously. That is your right and your prerogative. And you've now performed that to the best of your ability. I need to heal pretty fucking quickly, otherwise I'm in trouble. Can this monster die now? Can I be delivered from this experience already? I don't think I need any more cloudy moon shards. I think I've got them all. Maybe there's a few more that I could possibly get to make weapons that I'll never use, but seriously. I think I've had enough. I meant to roll after that second attack, or excuse me, after that first one, but that did not happen. I'm trying to get out of the way, but wind press prevented that. Fortunately, I wasn't hit. Flinch, do it. RIP fainted, what? Huh? No, says RIP. You're acting as if you're surprised. That in and of itself is a shock to witness. Actual genuine surprise and concern for the fact that you're dead. I mean, it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. Asshole. Okay. What I'll do is I'll sharpen up to purple once I drop to blue. I don't want to hang around in blue sharpness for too long, which I think I did end up doing before. I don't want to drop to yellow, but I'm about to. I can't control it. And I'm not referring to sharpness, fortunately, because, you know, if you were listening to audio only, maybe you would think that. Some people do listen rather than watch. I was referring to longsword charge level, not sharpness. Dropping to yellow sharpness would be pretty bad. Especially with a weapon that can sharpen up to purple. Why did I do that? That was kind of a weird way to dive that, but I did it. Ugh. Those poison spikes are stressful to deal with. No, I can't get out of... I can't actually stop that. Okay. Why, says RIP. I'm guessing his question of why was in response to his death. Listen, that's something that you personally need to ruminate on. You need to really think about it long and hard as to the answer of why. Oh, come on, says RIP. What do you mean? You're here and you're carving. Shut up. Be glad that you've got a team to carry you through the game. Just be glad. Ugh. Seriously, it's a miracle that he's gotten this far. It's obviously not on his own merit that he's reached HR break in this game. I almost don't know how he's done it. He's barely survived his multi-team hunts, basically. I don't have much defense. Well, he says, I don't have much defense, sadly. Is hunting Lucent Naga Cougar being done pursuant to the creation of an armor set that's going to give you good defense? Or are you doing this for other reasons? Because I think that your priority at this stage would be to make an armor set. And in my opinion, most of what's wrong with you and your play is that even now, you can't identify that to be a priority. Your defense is too low. Well, let's have a look at it. At least he's got armor skills, that's one good thing. But yeah, he's got a few high rank armor pieces equipped, so let's have a look. What's he got equipped? It's okay, just upgrade, says Nightopia. Just upgrade your armor, yeah. Thanks for hunting, says Lilu. Yeah, bye. Was fun, smiley face. Where's RIP? I can actually check his stuff by tapping on my gamepad, but it's a bit... well, it's very much out of my reach at the moment. He's still sitting in the reward screen at the moment, so I can't check his defense. When he does return, I'll be able to hear it before I can see it, because my Wii U will start loading his character into the port area. Tavo is here. Well, I better keep hunting. I'll do at least one more hunt. I actually have somewhere that I need to be. Well, I need to, you know, get on a train and on a bus to get to somewhere soon, but I have time for one more hunt. RIP did come back. He wasn't in the reward screen, he had actually gotten past the reward screen sooner than I did. And he's currently sitting in the prep area. Let's see. He said, what? How do you get Doomlink? What is that? How do you get? Listen. Repeating what you just said is not going to help you in any way. You wrote it perfectly clearly before. I got a short message from Tavo. See what I mean? See what I fucking mean? He's a known headache. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm so harsh. No. Oh, he rewrote it, Durambolite. How do you get Durambolite? Once we've gotten past this part of the conversation, I'm then going to ask him if this is going to somehow increase his apparently lacking defense. And if the answer to that is it's not going to increase my defense, the next question will be, well, how can you continue dying in every hunt while not prioritizing the increase of your defense? You know, if we were hunting to get you better defense, then fine. You know, it's an inevitability. But if you're not trying to increase your defense... Oh, it seems that I've thrown him such a hardball question. Sorry, I should try to dumb it down a little bit. I'll answer his question for him. What do you mean, I? I have to mine its tail, don't I? Not necessarily. I don't actually know if you can get it from that. I don't believe so. It's an important question to ask. He's building a heavy bowgun mixed set. Okay. At least it's for armor. What is his defense? Let's have a look. 512? That's fine! That's fine! He just departed on a quest on his own. 512? I was expecting like 400 or lower for that kind of performance. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say, really. 512 defense is much higher than what you would have as a gunner. And he's dying left, right, and center. Is this guy for real? See, you know, I give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he departed on a quest to abandon it so that he could cycle food or something. That's what I had in my head. But no, I say that you get Durambolite from Duramboros, and he departs on a Duramboros quest solo in quite a flagrant disregard for the people who are sitting here wanting to hunt as well. So, what are you doing? Tarmo's left. He's already dealt with this dickhead before. He's not in the mood. He's not willing to hunt with me or with anyone if it involves hunting with this person. He's already done it. I've already told RIP to treat Durambolite as if it were a mantle. So he's effectively... No. Oh, I see. Tarbo disconnected. Maybe there was some sort of instability because it caused both Tarbo and RIP to leave, but fucking hell. I've said this time and time again, there are certain things that fall under game sense and other things that fall under common sense. This person is deficient, not in the former, but in the latter. He is desperately lacking in common sense. And I'm not about to deal with that. Quite frankly, I think I've dealt with it enough already. Just ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Apparently Tarvo's show, as a matter of routine, kicks him from his rooms, so... Oh, apparently Tarvo kicked him out yesterday. You know, certain allowances can be made for people who are inexperienced, but if on top of inexperience, you act like a complete idiot and just do stupid things, we're here to play the game and have fun, not to deal with your stupidity. I am here to not just have fun, but to live stream for your entertainment. And it's made a whole lot harder when this guy departs solo on a Duramboros quest with 4 people in the room to get Durambolite. Durambolite! I told him, in clear terms, to treat Durambolite as if it were a mantle. The meaning behind that is quite clear. It is that Durambolite is the rarest item of that monster. Yes, add him to the blocked user list and remove from members. He is blocked and he is removed. I will not be hunting with him again. He is too stupid to be in a community that I am interacting with as far as I'm concerned. He's been effectively barred from this room. And yeah, that's harsh. Yeah, that's rough. Indeed, he probably doesn't have any other options. But you know what? This is the sort of person who would do well to play solo until they can at least develop a level of game sense that may counterbalance his mental deficiencies. I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't really have too much more time to be playing solo, unfortunately. I will have to, do one more quick hunt. I am rather short on time at the moment. Oh, it seems that Nightopia thinks that Tavo Show speaks whatever language he's speaking. Nightopia has been speaking, I think, in Spanish. He wants to do Hello Jen. Do I have the time for that? Let me think. I need to check my schedule. What am I doing? I have to be somewhere in X amount of time, and I will need X amount of time to get there. It's fucking cutting it close, but I'll do it. I'll do it. If we depart on it now, it's fine, okay? I don't mind doing one more hunt. With Tavo and I together, it should be alright. I'll equip whatever will deal the most damage. What would be really good? Greatsword. Let's do high grade earplugs, Depotheosis. This should be pretty good damage-wise. At least for Blade Master. I mean, of course, if I were to do Crouch Fire Pierce Shot, that would be better. But interestingly enough, I haven't actually made a Crouch Fire set for this game. Tavo, please post quickly. Okay. No, I don't mind. This is okay. I'm fine with doing this quest. I actually don't know if you're... Maybe you are watching live, Tavo. Given that you asked whether or not we should do a shorter quest, you're probably watching live. If you are, then it's alright. I'll have enough time to do this quest as long as we depart on it, like, now. So... Quickly sell this... Alright. Let's get moving. Yeah, RIP can't actually come back because I'm the host of this room, I've kicked him, and he's on my blocked list. If you are hosting a room, and you've blocked a person, that person cannot join your room. And I don't care if that is severely inconvenient to that person, because I have no respect for that hunter. Actually, gonging or binding at the start is required for Hello Jen, but I've got a cannonball anyway. That went over the gen, sadly. It's alright, it's not going to deal so much damage to the ship that we're in any great danger. We'll try and get a level 3 out and then avoid the follow-up attack. Well, that does technically speed things up. I might get on this tusk. I think this would be the safer one. What are you doing, man? You have to wait a bit longer. You can't jump onto a surface that's not yet presented to you. The tusks were above you. What's he doing? Anyway. It's the first time in a while I've used this particular greatsword on this monster. I guess because it's one of the obvious choices, and I didn't want to use one of the obvious choices, but... What? Nightopia? Oh, he made it on. Okay. I'm surprised that he made it on before the tusks were pulled back and up. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get this quest done. Yeah, he's not throwing us off, he's doing his tail attack, I think. I'll continue dealing damage up here and then I'll... Wait, is he throwing us off? I think he's throwing us off. I'm gonna go towards the boat. Yeah. Is that... No, that's off target with the boat. That's annoying, isn't it? Whatever. I was quite happy to take a hit if it meant that I could get back on the boat, but I wasn't able to do that, unfortunately. So be it. This time I might pour it closer to the mic. You know, you guys like that ASMR thing. I don't even really get what ASMR is, but I don't know. This will apparently be relaxing to your ears. No, never mind. There was no real sound to accompany that action. Occasionally, due to the shape of this, the liquid going from here to here can create a sound. Like a real deep glugging sound, I guess would be the word. That would be the onomatopoeia. But it didn't do it that time. So, that's fine. Well, is the gong ready? It is, but I'm glad I didn't hit it. A binder was ready to go. I don't get how that happens, you know. I haven't actually been hit. I was merely pushed off the edge of the boat. This is extremely frustrating. Actually, it seems that I'm not losing my opportunity to get onto the back of the gen. That's right. He was charging the boat, and I think he was bound at that point. Or perhaps he wasn't. I don't know what's going on, but we haven't lost our opportunity to get on the back of the gen. Or I haven't, anyway. Can I dive in time? I think I can. Oh, I see. You're not given the opportunity to dive. But that's alright. You can, of course, roll it, but I didn't want to force myself to do that. This is where the damage is done. What I love about this Gen Moran is that the idea of him being weak to fire is very unusual. You wouldn't imagine that an Elder Dragon would be weak to fire. There aren't many Elder Dragons that are weak to fire. Right? The first one that comes to mind would be Shagaru Magala. But he's also rather weak to dragon, but I don't know if this monster really is weak to dragon. In fact, no, he's not. I remember checking sometime recently, and in fact, perhaps even the last time I was playing Free Ultimate, there was a guy who joined Hallowed Gen with a dragon weapon, and it was inappropriate. You know, this is an Elder Dragon that is actually not weak to dragon, and that's rather unique. And I like that about Hallowed Gen. It forces you to use a different sort of elemental setup. And what's all the more appropriate is that some of the best fire weapons that exist in the series are available, because Dia Morales has really good fire weapons. I would say that the best fire weapons in the game would probably be the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Crimson Fatalis weapons. Those ones are really good. Some of them are blast based, others are indeed fire based. I'm reminded of the Crimson Fatalis Greatsword of 4 Ultimate, which has more raw damage than this one, but has 1,000 fire. Definitely a better fire greatsword than this one. And I would say that just based on my memory of that greatsword, that would be a good benchmark from which to compare, or with which to compare, 4th gen Crimson Fatalis weapons to Morales weapons. I do think the Morales weapons look cooler, but they're technically not as good as the Crimson Fatalis weapons. At least the fire ones. Which of the Crimson Fatalis weapons were fire-based? I know the Greatsword was, obviously, but what other ones were? Most of them were blast. I think the Switch Axe was blast, the Charge Blade was blast, the Insect Glaive was blast. Maybe there weren't too many fire Crimson Fatalis weapons. Of course, traditionally, they were dragon weapons. But with 4 Ultimate came the change to essentially make White Fatalis Thunder, Crimson Fatalis Fire, and Black Fatalis Dragon, which I actually prefer, because in my opinion, you don't need 3 variations to dragon weaponry. I would rather just have all 3 of them be viable with different elements. That way you're not choosing between 3 slightly different dragon weapons. It's nicer. But yeah, we're obviously doing very well against this Hallowed Gen. We're 3-manning a G-rank subspecies of Gen, and we skipped the Dragonator process, which means that we're doing fairly well. I will get in there and attack the stomach, but I would like to break both arms first. I'm not afraid to kill him before he gets within the carving range either, but I don't think we're necessarily at risk of doing that. Oh wow, he is advancing really quickly, look at that. It may very well be the case that Hallowed Gen, just by his very nature, advances much faster forward than regular Gen. I don't know if this is just for this hunt here, but normal Gen never advances this quickly. This is unusual. I think there's a good chance that I'll actually break this arm before he can get that attack out. Let's have a look. Alright, we can go for that instead, I don't mind. I think ship integrity is at 100, isn't it? Well, actually, they don't give you a percentage like they did in the old games. I think you get 3 levels as described by a word, rather than literally a percentage. Which is a shame. I do need to sharpen up because this amount of purple on a greatsword is a big deal. You'll notice that this is the first time I've sharpened in this whole hunt. So, yeah, it lasts a long time. I'm playing a dangerous game with my time today, but I'm doing it for the recording. I literally used my high-grade earplugs greatsword set so that I could resist that and be in a good position to do my charge. I don't really want to break that arm, to be honest. I'd be dealing better damage and I would be flinching him better if I were to attack the stomach. But I do need to get out of the way of that attack, because that hurts if you're standing right there. So if enough damage is dealt now that I've hit this stomach, I don't want to shield this, but I have to. It didn't drop my sharpness level, but it would have definitely consumed a lot of sharpness. Look at that. Alrighty. Hello, Simply Roam. I regret to say that you've joined just as I will be finishing up. This will be my last hunt. I have somewhere that I need to be. Well done, says Tavo. I would agree. Sub 15 hallowed gen with 3 people is pretty significant. And I really do think that this greatsword is fucking good. I'd say that much of it has to do with this greatsword being really effective with this monster. But obviously I couldn't have done it alone, that would be impossible. Definitely the team has worked well. Earth Dragon gems aren't especially impressive to get from this monster, of course. That is the high rank drop from regular gen. May as well take the heavy spheres, huh? I'll probably have to cull those at some point. It's a shame that I don't appear in the final screen there. I should have been in that shot, but I wasn't. And I'm upset about it. Oh well. Just got home from work? Well, I'm sorry about that. I'll do a recording tomorrow as well, don't worry. But yeah, I bid you all farewell. I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the entertainment that came from me hunting